Good morning everybody and welcome to this week's video. I am in Glencoe again. It doesn't surprise you as I come here quite a lot. If you can see all these flies buzzing about, it may have something to do with that I've camped for 2 nights and probably haven't had as many showers as I should have, but it's not, it's midges. And because it's so still, so flat calm, it's quite warm, this is just perfect for the little blighters. Yeah, so I've came to Glencoe. Excuse the road noise in the background. It's getting very busy up here now. The amount of tourists, buses and all that, all the laybys are full. It's nice to see, but yeah, not as peaceful as it normally is at this time in the morning. If anybody's driven up to Glencoe, where I am just now is there's a little lock-in as you go round the corner of the road up to the main part and the main attraction of the mountains. But I always stop here because I don't know, there's just something fantastic about it. I know I use that word a lot, but it really is something special. It's really peaceful. All the wee islands with all the wee, little trees on it. You get a good backdrop as well with the mountains, but as you can see the cloud is down very, very low, so you can't see the tops of them. But still, it's a magical place. And in winter that freezes over and looks even better. So on to today's video. What are we talking about? We're talking about a new thing that I've purchased, and it was really just to help me get out and get more photographs and take more pictures and make more videos without having to spend lots of money staying in hotels and things like that. You may know that Nancy and I bought a caravan about a year or so ago, and we've had great use out of that. Excuse me, there's a car coming. Yeah, so we've had great use out of our caravan. We absolutely love it. It was something I never thought I would want to do, but then we took the plunge, bought one, and it's literally the best thing we've ever done. Unfortunately, Nancy's not with me today, which is sad, but we're going away next week and there'll be a video to follow on that. So what did I buy? I looked at buying a camper van so that I could get away on my own and do overnights and not go for more than one night, that sort of thing. But unfortunately I decided I couldn't afford to buy a camper van given the ridiculous prices that they are. So I've bought the next best thing. Are you ready? I bought a rooftop tent. A tent box to be exact. Now if you don't know what one of these is, it literally just sits on your roof bars and with straps at the front, straps at the back, just open them. And I guarantee you that you will have your camp set up within 20 seconds. And I'm going to illustrate that on the video just now. But yeah, this is stunning. I was right on the fence about buying it for a number of months, possibly even a year, before I decided it's going to be worthwhile doing it. I slept in it last night. That's why my hair's probably all over the place. Very, very comfy. Tons of room in it. I couldn't believe it. I'm 6'1". And I was able to lie full out. It has a mattress inside, which is a little bit firm for my liking, so I've ordered the mattress topper for my delicate condition, bad back, and that's arrived, so we'll get that in for the next one, and I'm convinced that will absolutely, it was already a good sleep, but it'll make it an absolutely fantastic sleep. Fantastic. Should put the fantastic counter up here. So what else can I tell you about it? It's the Tentbox Classic, as I said, and that is the one that has the gas struts to automatically pop it up. You'll have seen the video how quickly that happens, and it's just fantastic when you get to your site. The rain this weekend has been prolific, so not having to find tent pegs, hammers, all that sort of stuff. I was literally pulled into the campsite, had the thing up in a minute, and then sorted out inside. What's also great about it is you can actually leave your bedding in it, and my bed was already made up, so there was very little to do once I got there, so that was ideal. At the end of the video I might show you some footage from 2 videos that I was going to try and do in the last couple of weeks, both with spectacular failures, not like me. One, surprisingly, was that I forgot to plug the microphone in. My audio issues continue. I had everything was charged, it was all there, but I forgot to put the lead from the microphone into the GoPro. If you're interested in 30 minutes of me walking about going, this could be the best video you've ever seen. The other part was from the week before, where I went to the Conclaven Wood. I think I've mentioned that. And there were no bluebells. We were a week too early. It was a lovely place. However, we're going to go back at another time. And saying that, we're running out of time for that. We did end up at the ferry bridge in Oban, and I managed to get some shots of some bluebells, which I'll show you. One of the other issues that I had in the Conclaven Wood was I was flying my drone, and I had an ND filter on the front, which is basically sunglasses for your camera. So if it's too bright, you put one of these on, it brings it down, and then you can control your exposure. I'll not go into that, that's maybe for another video, once I've worked out how to do it. So yeah, it was very grainy, very dark, and fairly unusable. So that's why I haven't had a video out for a couple of weeks. I'm hoping this will make up for it. Not too much photography in this video, which is strange for a photography channel, but I have got some shots that I'll show you from Glencoe and its moody atmosphere. And I do have some shots that I quite like from the last couple of trips out, and I'll put them up at the end as well. So thank you for sticking around. So what other benefits are there of the tent box? Well, as I say, it's very roomy, very comfortable. There was zero condensation when I woke up this morning, which I was surprised about because it was so wet outside, and my gear that I was wearing into the tent was a bit damp. But it actually had no condensation, which was fantastic. Fantastic. I'm definitely putting a fantastic counter up there. It was brilliant. That could be my new word. No condensation, very comfy, very airy. There's 4 windows on it that you can prop open should you want to. Full fly nets inside so that the midges, the little biting things, can't get through. So I didn't have any issues with them inside the tent. However, this weekend outside the tent was brutal at parts. What I would suggest, if you've never heard of it, is a thing called Smidge. It's just a little spray, and it works wonders. That along with a midgie net. I might actually have some footage of that, but no audio from the walk up to the ferry bridge. So yeah, I'm heading home now. The weather has been really poor, and typically just as I leave, the weather has brightened up considerably. There's still lovely misty clouds just kissing the tops of the mountains. That's really nice. And it's getting really warm. Sun's coming out. Typically, about as soon as I get home, the sun will be splitting the skies. But again, I think Glencoe deserves to be seen in a little bit more of a moody character. So hopefully you'll see that in some of the drone footage, if that works. I'm now on the banks of Loch Lomond, making my way home slowly and stopping. Lots of nice things to see. That's we're up near the top of the loch. Ben Lomond is somewhere over there in those clouds, I believe. Very, very peaceful and serene. I love that little island. That thing over there. Nice. What is this? Did you see that's with my horn? Hello. It's the mountains. So, top 5 reasons to get a tent box. 1, portability and flexibility. It's already set up when you're ready to go. Should you get a short notice holiday, a day off, whatever, you want to go camping, it's ready to go camping. I already have I think I've said before, I have all my bedding already in it. So when you get to site, it's up in no time. Number 2 is the room inside. I thought I would be struggling to get dressed in it, but you can sit up full height. And the length of it is great. Managed to change all my clothes, get ready, and yeah, really, really easy to do that. Number 3 would be the fact that it comes with fairy lights. So you can have them wrapped around inside the tent or outside the tent. I think the big thing for me is it's going to open some more doors to be able to go to different places and take photos and visit other places without having to pay for campsites and go through the whole setup of a caravan. When Nancy and I go with the caravan, it's a very different holiday, it's a bit more relaxed. But when you want to go, definitely got something in mind, then if it's a short notice weather forecast, I'm ready to go now, so great. Number four, the customer service has been excellent. The communication, I dealt with a chap called Archie, and he kept me up to speed with my order, any issues with that, which there were none. He also sorted me out the topper for my mattress, that's arrived as well. So the service has been excellent. The company clearly know what they're doing. Their product is very robust, it's very easy to put up, and I couldn't be happier with it. And number 5, this is the big reason. If you would like to get a £50 discount, if you're looking at one, then you get to put my name in the discount code box. So it's literally visit Tentbox. I'll put a link up on the screen, and then just enter David Muir, and I'll double check that, but I'll put it up. Just enter David Muir in the discount code, and you'll get £50 off. So good for watching, eh? One thing you might notice if you're an experienced Tentbox user is the Tentbox I have on mine is slightly too far back. The thing they always tell you to check is make sure that you can open your boot before you put the thing into position. So we didn't do that. I say we because I'm blaming my brother-in-law Rod. Thanks, Rod. Yeah, we had the thing up in no time, but by the time we came to change it, I was already having to leave, so we didn't manage to move forward. So the boot only opens partially, so when you're setting it up, make sure your boot opens. But that's it, yeah, it's probably a very short review for this at the moment. Would I recommend them? Absolutely. I've only used it for 2 nights, but it's been great in both occasions. The fact that even once I had my camp set up and I wanted to nip out to get something like a pint of milk or whatever, it only takes 5 minutes to put the thing back down, and then you're off on your way again. And then again, when you come back, it's 2 seconds literally to put the thing back up. So it was great. I'll probably come back and do a more in-depth review in a couple of months once I've used it, a number of times, and I find out if there's any sort of drawbacks or anything that I would improve about it. But at the moment, it's a thumbs up from me. And remember to grab your £50 discount code if you're thinking about doing that. I think it applies to all Tentbox. Maybe not, maybe does. Double check and see, because you get the Tentbox lights. There's a new Tentbox light out. But if you want to go on the road and you don't want to drop £50,000 on a transporter / camper van, and you've got everything that you need in the car, then I don't know what you're waiting for. Just go out and get one. They're awesome. As I said, here comes some rubbish footage and some rubbish jokes, as always, because that's what I'm good at. It probably won't float very well and it won't make much sense, but I just thought I'd share it. We went out our way to capture the footage, as grainy as it is, but some of it's actually quite nice. So I'll finish off the video, I'll let you have a look over some of technically what are outtakes. But stay tuned and come back next week. We are off to Dunbar on the east coast for 4 days, staying in the caravan, but I'll have a video. I'll definitely get back into the schedule of doing videos very regularly, and there are some lovely things over on the east coast. But the best thing about the east coast, there's no midges, or very few. Don't know why I like the west coast, we taste better. Thank you for watching. If you could like and subscribe, as always, give me a wee thumbs up down below. It really does make all the difference. I know everybody says that, but it really does. It lets YouTube know that other people might want to watch it, and it'll suggest it for them. And I broke the 100 mark for my subscribers, which is huge for me, and I thank every single one of you for subscribing. If we could get a few more, that would be awesome. The target, as I say, is 1,000, so we've still got a way to go, but I'll just keep putting out more videos, and hopefully we can see some more people coming and join us. Again, if there's anything you'd like me to cover, any questions you've got, or anything specific you want to ask about the Tentbox, just drop me a note in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to them as soon as I can. Now I'm going to go before this man starts drilling over there, because that'll be annoying. Thank you. Bye. to this week's video, everybody. We are in Perth today. We are looking for the bluebells in the Conclaven Bluebell Wood, which is one of the largest collections of wild bluebells in Scotland. And it's this time of the year where they come out, and I'm hoping to get some great pictures, but I'll give you a wee update on that shortly. I've found something here at the moment that I might want to photograph as well. It's just everywhere you look's fantastic just now. This forest might be a little bit dark, but it's absolutely fantastic. But what's caught my eye, look at this. You see those trees right through the middle there? I think there might be a shot to be had. So we'll go a little walk and we'll maybe come back and take that photograph later. It's very overcast today. There's not much light coming through the trees, but you never know, it might pick up. And yeah, let's go. Stop looking at me, I'm doing a bit to camera. I've brought somebody with me today and I'm not very good at speaking in front of. Stop looking. So yeah, here are the trees. I'm not sure what kind of trees these are. That's why I brought that person, because these are beech trees and they have stood intertwined for how many years? Hundreds of years. It is what lives up, can live up to 1,000 years. Yes. Wow, it's nearly as old as me. So they are absolutely fantastic specimens. I've taken some photographs. It's very early in the morning, so I haven't went through my usual setup, but I absolutely love the roots of this. Look at that. It's just simply stunning. The two of them, they go all the way up. Yeah. A good metaphor for life, partners. Just so you know, the bluebell wood, are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. I think this might knock you on your backside. This is the bluebell wood. Not a single bluebell. Bastard. The bluebell wood, you can tell it by its distinct colour. Green. But look what I've found. That's the entirety of the bluebells that I've found. 7. Never mind. Gonna come back in about 2 weeks, Nance? 2 weeks we're coming back, and this place will be awash with violets and blues. So I'm no stupid. This is a recce or a scout mission that we've paid lots of money to stay for a couple of nights on a scout mission. Stop laughing at me. But we're still having fun and the wildlife is great, and hopefully we'll see some pine martens maybe.